To be honest, I always try and take good care of the gear I use, but I really enjoy using equipment that's simple, can be thrown into a bag, and can even take the occasional knock from time to time. The DJI Action series of cameras is exactly that, but one of the standout features can be upgraded to a whole new level, and the best thing, the solution is so simple and even has some bonus benefits as well. So, without further ado, let's get into it. The DJI Action cameras are jam-packed full of excellent features within such a small package. They've got great electronic stabilization, you can change the different focal lengths on them, they can shoot in log profiles, they're waterproof, shockproof, they've got the DJI quick release system, but one of the best features for people who want to film outdoor activities is the internal audio that they're able to capture all within such a small, neat little package. So the audio that this is able to capture within camera just from the internal microphones is so much better than I think the DJI Pocket. Even though this is a better camera in so many respects, the audio just isn't as good on this. And even a big heavy camera like this, so this is my Sony a6700, the audio that comes straight out of the camera on this is pretty unusable for the most part. Whereas this, I just think it's one of the standout features that a lot of people don't even mention. And for me, the audio that this is able to capture within the camera is even comparable to using a big heavy camera like this with an external microphone like the Rode Video Micro that I use, which basically sits on the top like that but is recording me right now. So it's a big heavy setup, and the audio that this is able to do just within the camera I feel like is almost or just as good as this. But don't take my word for it, let's play a clip right now. This is the Sony a6700 recording internally, so no external microphones at the moment. And if you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe and all that good stuff. So this is the Sony a6700 with the Rode Video Micro attached to it. I'm Josh, and if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. This is an audio test for the DJI Action, so it's got full wind muffs on all of the microphones at the moment. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So as you can hear, the audio that comes straight out of this when you're doing vlogging style shots is excellent. But one of the areas that it really does struggle with is wind noise, and especially in really exposed locations. So when I've been using it like on the top of a cliff or on a mountain, I find that the wind noise is really bad on these and really distracting. So it is one area that needs improvement. So I started looking for a solution to this problem. And I went down the route initially of looking at these foam cases that you can get that basically go all the way around the camera. But I actually really enjoy using this with a little cage like this. It means I've got mounting options and it makes it a little bit nicer in the hand to use for me personally. So if I were to use those foam cases, it would mean that I couldn't use a lot of the accessories that go along with the DJI Action. So I started looking for a solution that would be a whole lot more simple and much more elegant. And I ended up with these funny little things. So these little wind muffs are made by a company called U-Shares, and they're just a cheap Amazon brand basically, but I'll leave a link in the description below if you're interested in buying it. But these basically have solved a lot of my wind problems. Whoops. With the DJI Action, I mean. So basically these are so simple to use, and they're just perfect really, and it means that the whole camera doesn't need to be protected by a big foamy thing. They can just go over the microphones, so it's so simple. So basically they come in two parts. The first part you get is a little sticky sheet of little sticky bits basically. So you pop one out and then you put it over the microphone, and now you just get the actual fluffy bits like so. And I can hear what you're thinking, that these probably won't last long, but believe me, until today when I took these off for the purposes of this video, I'd actually had these on from February 2024, so 18 months I had these on without coming off. So yeah, really and truly they're not going to come off, or I haven't had them come off so far since I've been using them. And this has been taken underwater, salt water by the way, and it's been taken up mountains, it's been taken on many hikes, and they have never come off. So I find them to be really reliable, and I'm sure you will too. This is the DJI Action recording internal audio, so no wind protection, no microphones externally attached. How does it sound? How does this internal audio sound? There's a fair bit of a breeze at the moment, so is there much wind noise? Let's find out. So now we've got the DJI Action 4 with all of the wind protection on it, but still recording internally. How does this sound? Is there much wind noise? There's a fair bit of a breeze coming from behind me, so it should be hitting these microphones here. And if after a year or two they do get a bit tatty, then you've got a whole pack of them to just replace them with more bits and pieces. So you really don't have to worry about them coming off, because you're always going to have a replacement there. And even when you need to replace the replacement, they're only like £10 to buy a whole new set. And the bonus feature is these don't just work on the Action series of cameras. Obviously, there's no reason why they won't work on the Pocket camera as well, which actually struggles even more with wind noise. So I've got these on the Pocket camera. Okay, so this is the audio test for the DJI Pocket 3. It has all of the microphones protected with wind protection. How does this sound? Is it very windy? There's a fair breeze coming right at me at the moment. So yeah, does that sound good, or does it sound super windy? Even if you wanted to get some in-camera audio off your proper camera as well, you could use it on that. You could even put it on your smartphone if that's what you use to record. So that's a real bonus. The fact that you get a whole packet of these and you can literally upgrade all of your cameras when you're using them outdoors with just this one little product. So now for any of the filming that I'm doing with the DJI Action or the DJI Pocket on any of the fast-paced stuff like I'm doing with the National Parks project or any of my multi-day hikes, and pretty much the audio is going to be coming straight out of camera with these. And honestly, people are so surprised when I tell them that I'm not using an external microphone like a wireless lav mic. I'm not using that for my National Parks projects. The audio is just coming straight out of these, or if it's on the Ace 6700, then it will be with the Rode Video Micro. But for the most part, the pieces to camera that I'm doing are just going to be using these, and it's going to be the internal audio. But the key is that I'm protected from the wind with these wind deflectors here. So if you want to film yourself doing any sort of outdoor activities like hiking, climbing, snow sports, mountain biking, anything like that, and you're using a DJI Action or a GoPro or a DJI Pocket, then I highly recommend you get these funny little fluffy things and you put them on the microphones of your camera, and you just see, or should I say hear, how good of an upgrade it is to the audio that comes straight out of the camera with these, and it costs less than a takeaway basically. But let me know down in the comments below actually whether you guys prefer using like a wireless lav mic system, or like me, do you actually think the in-camera audio with these Action cameras is really good and really usable? And if you've enjoyed this video and you found it useful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.